Everyone pretty much has an Instagram nowadays. It's actually considered weird if you don't, but one thing that holds people back from posting on Instagram is not knowing how to pose for their photos. So today we're going to be talking about how to pose for your photos and how to take your IG game to the next level. Before we do, if you guys like sneaker and fashion content, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Now let's go ahead and get into these tips. So first thing I want to talk about, if you want to step your Instagram game up, you gotta know your angles. That's something you definitely want to get down sooner than later, because once you do, your Instagram pictures will be effortless. Let's be honest, we all have a good and bad side. For me, my bad side is my right side. Now I say that because as you can see here, my beard isn't fully connected, so I consider that my bad side. So in 90% of my pictures, I'll have my face facing this way. That way, this side shows and this side doesn't. So it's time to get uncomfortable and cringy and practice in your room in front of your mirror. That's the only way you're gonna know your angles and get comfortable with yourself. So just try a bunch of different poses in the mirror and see what looks good on you, see what's flattering for your body, and roll with it. Now the second important thing I want to talk about is how you pose. Now you can get really creative with your poses on Instagram, but for today, I'm going to keep it pretty basic and simple. You don't want to be that guy standing in front of the camera flat. It's boring, it doesn't look natural, just don't do it. Now a walking pose is just about perfect for any situation. Whether you want to show off the outfit or the background of the photo, you cannot go wrong with the walking pose. Now if you're a little insecure and you don't want to show your face in pictures, I got you covered. So here are some examples. You have the headless photo, which is great. It still shows off the outfit without the face. Only downside to this one is you're not going to get much background in the photo. Alright, so for the next pose, if you're like me and you put on a few extra pounds during quarantine, the sitting pose is just right for you. As you can see, you can get really creative with this one here, all while hiding that quarantine weight. With the sitting pose, you can show off the outfit, you can also show off the background. It looks really clean when you have it in your feed. So if 90% of your photos are you standing up, walking, definitely switch it up with a sitting down pose. Now the third thing I want to talk about that not too many people consider is lighting. Guys, let me tell you, if you got the right lighting, your photo will turn out great. With proper lighting, a picture can go from a 5 to a 10. The best lighting to have is of course natural sunlight. So if you're inside, try taking a picture by the window. And of course your best option is to go outside. I'm telling you, nothing looks better than natural sunlight. If you have some natural sunlight in your photo, it's definitely gonna come out fire. So whether you're taking a fit pic, a sneaker pic, going outside is always going to be your best option. Fourth thing I want to talk about that's super underrated when it comes to photos is props. Now, not many people know this, but props make a huge difference in your pictures. It just spices it up a bit. For example, one of my favorite props is always a drink. That's my go-to because it's simple, it's small, you can have it in your hand, and 90% of the times you have a drink on you. Next thing you can have, which a lot of people use, is a tote bag. Now, whether you go with the drink or the tote bag, it makes your photo look way more interesting and way more relaxed. That way you're not just standing there posing like this guy. Fifth thing that's very essential when it comes to a fire IG pic is the edit. Now there's many photo editing softwares out there, but for me, I like to keep it simple, so I go with VSCO. VSCO is super easy to use and it makes a huge difference in your photos without putting in much effort. So you can use a preset, which is basically just a filter. These work super well when you're working with a photo that only needs some minor lighting touch-ups, and there's tons to choose from, so you'll be there all day looking for the most fire one. You can also do many other things with VSCO, but that's just the basics. If you don't have it already, definitely download it from the App Store. Now don't go too far when it comes to the editing. You still want to make it look as natural as possible. Sometimes people just go too far with it and it ends up looking horrible. So those are just some tips if you want to step your Instagram game up. If you guys enjoyed this one here, please go ahead and leave a like down below. Helps me get into the algorithm, helps me grow. Subscribe to the channel if you like sneakers and fashion content. Appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.